What happened to Veronica Green with getting COVID and not being able to return to Drag Race UK is really upsetting and truly tragic. The good thing is that she can return to the next season and show us more of what she has. I can't help wonder what would have happened if she had been able to come back. So this video will be exploring that, and this is just for fun. Don't take it too seriously. So Veronica Green comes back for Revision, and let's just assume that they don't need to bring any of the other queens back. So we'll replace Veronica Green with Joe Black. And we know that Veronica can sing. We know that she can dance. We know that she's a good performer. I feel like for consistency's sake, let's say that Banana Drama is the exact same assignment of people, and maybe the name is different because I feel like Veronica would be a good anchor in the group. She seems very type A and not the type of person that would allow something like Banana Drama to go through. So she'd be the anchor in the group. She'd be the solid one. I think Tia would still do good in the actual writing portion of the song. I still think they would find her runway suspicious. And I feel like they would be torn between Ellie and Sister Sister. Now, I feel like Rue had a soft spot for Sister Sister, and so he'd keep her. She would be safe in that group. And then it would be Ellie versus Tia. Now, Rue hasn't had the conversation with Ellie yet about making him laugh, so he doesn't necessarily have a soft spot for Ellie. And we know that Rue really had a soft spot for Tia at this time. So it's possible that Tia would have sent Ellie home, which changes the entire course of the season. Then we move into Snatch Game, which this is where it gets a little shaky because we know that Veronica's not great at improv from the Morning Glory Challenge. So how would she do in a Snatch Game setting? She's had time to prepare. Maybe she would not do very well. I don't think it would take away from the fact that Lawrence did wretched in the Snatch Game, and I don't know if Lawrence would be able to get out of the bottom. It would really depend on Veronica's runway and where she placed. So let's pretend that Veronica just skates on through. Tia Coffee is still eliminated. Lawrence is still in the bottom. So then we move into the Lockdown Super Sheroes. This is another interesting challenge because Veronica's design in the Who Wore It Best episode was suspicious, to say the least. I feel like she only skated through that episode on the technicality that one queen was going to be the winner and one queen was going to be in the bottom of that group. I think if it hadn't been that format, Veronica easily would have been bottom too and had to lip sync against Tia. So let's take that knowledge and let's say that she just bombed this challenge, that she did not do well at designing, and she was the one who had to lip sync against Sister Sister instead of Tace. And Sister Sister still goes home. So now Veronica has a bottom on her track record. So now we've got Stoned on the runway. And again, we know that Veronica's comedy timing is a little suspicious. We know that she's not very good at thinking on her feet. But also, Ellie wasn't very great. Impressed Rue for some reason because dick jokes when coming from Ellie were funny, but not from Ahura. I don't know why. Let's just assume that Veronica bombs it, that she just does terrible. I don't think that they would give a pass to Ahura for the jokes. I don't think that Tace was necessarily that bad, and they did love Tace's runway. Veronica usually came through on the runways. Let's just guess that she does really bad in the challenge. So then it's Ahura versus Veronica. Ahura was kind of in a mental place of, I've got this. I'm not gonna have to worry. She said so in her interview with Jodie Harsh. So maybe she would have also had her guard down, but maybe the fact that it wasn't her best friend, maybe she would have had her guard up just a little bit more so that she could send her home. So let's say that Ahura sends Veronica home. So now we've got a completely different top four with Ahura instead of Ellie. So now we have Lawrence, Ahura, Bimini, and Tace, which I think sounds wonderful to me. So now we get into best enders, and I think it would kind of shake out similarly where no one's going to get eliminated. So we have a top 4 now that includes Ahura. So who now gets your vote? I think we can all pretty much agree that Bimini is the winner of this season. Even if she doesn't win for some reason and they end up giving it to Lawrence or Tace or Ellie, I think we can all agree that Bimini is the true winner. And so Veronica coming back would have given us an opportunity to see a different kind of drama with her against everyone. It would have removed the Ellie drama that we had with Lawrence and with Ahura. And I think it would have been interesting to see what she could have brought, but I don't think she necessarily would have broken top 4 with some of the other cast members that were still around. But what do you think? Who would you vote for in this hypothetical top 4? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.